Hey, everybody, welcome to Under the Arch Sports. I'm Eric Hobbs, and surprise, Mizzou has a commitment from Kewan Lacy, running back from Texas. Unexpected. We're going to talk about that, but before we do, please, guys, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel and find us on Facebook, on Instagram, and on X. Honestly, Kewan Lacy, running back, 6', 205 out of Lancaster High School, Lancaster, Texas, basically the Dallas, Southern Dallas. Guys, this guy's very highly rated. And the Rivals 250, a 4-star. On 3 has him in their top 100. Both have him as the number 6 running back in the entire class. You know, his senior season was cut short due to an ankle injury. But man, the film that the film that he put up was just incredible, and we'll talk about that in a minute here. He spent about 4 months, I believe it was, committed to Nebraska, decommitted in October, and he chose Mizzou out of a final 3 of Ole Miss and Bama. And at first it's like, oh, well, it was going to Bama. Then it was Ole Miss. And then it was a surprise when on Thursday night he announced that he was committing to Mizzou. Big enough surprise that I honestly didn't even pay attention. I thought it was a foregone conclusion. So we talked about a couple of teams that were interested in the kid. Mizzou, of course, and then Ole Miss and Bama. Those were the final 3. And he was spent time committed to Nebraska. Well, who else wanted him? Come on. Basically everybody. You look on the offer list that we've got on the graphic there, you see Oregon and Oregon State, Florida State, the U, Michigan. Just about everybody in the country wanted Kewan Lacy, and Eli Drinkwitz got him. Now, that film I mentioned is some of the best film I've ever seen from a running back. I've been doing these videos, gosh, going back to when I lived in England. We're talking what, 2021, 2020? I don't remember. But it's insane. So, as a running back, at 6', 205, he's got good size. He can just power through an arm tackle. If you don't come in with your full body, it's not happening. He's also fast enough that if you take a bad pursuit angle, or if you are not quick to plug a hole, he's gone. He also has some serious wiggle. He has one move in particular that he'll use on dudes, it seems, a couple of yards past the line of scrimmage against what tends to be a D end or outside backer. And he just comes up to him, and it looks like he doesn't even do anything. It seems so effortless, but it's just a quick juke, more of a sidestep than anything else. And he just goes right around a guy, and it's super impressive to watch. Yeah, he's got the wiggle. He's got a spin move that he can use. There's one highlight in particular where he spins out of 2 tackles and then gets about 10 yards. And then in the span of like 3 yards, breaks like 4 arm tackles, gets through all that and runs for a touchdown. It was one of the most ridiculous plays I've ever seen a high schooler make in watching film. You know what? This kid's also a pass catcher and a return man. You can't do all these things without being super athletic. And we talked about it. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got wiggle, he's got the whole package. And I think his ability to even line up at receiver and run routes, I think that's something that is going to be a nice wrinkle for Kirby Moore and Mizzou to work with. So for Missouri, this is commitment number 17. And you go back 7 days and you're thinking about Missouri at running back. Man, all right, Schrader's out of here, Pete's out of here. You got Jamal Roberts and Tavares Jones. Oh boy, wow, 8 career carries combined. Uh-oh. Well, Marcus Carroll's on the board as a transfer, and that's only for 1 year. And now here comes Kewan Lacy, and man, now all of a sudden the running back room looks a lot better. And Lacy's a big part of that. Running back along with wide receiver, I would argue, are probably the 2 spots where it's not impossible for a freshman to see significant playing time, especially a kid as talented as Lacy. So I won't go as far as to say that I expect him to be a factor, but I think you have to keep an eye on Kewan Lacy in fall camp and see, can this guy be a factor? Because there's so much talent and there's not that much ahead of him in terms of depth. You got Marcus Carroll and then maybe some talent, especially with Roberts, but not experience. And guys, think about this. Missouri, it just beat out Ole Miss and Alabama for a kid from Texas, an out-of-state guy that also was coveted by, up to and including Ohio State and Oregon, along with tons of other powers in college football. That is a serious flex by Drinkwitz and company. And I think you're seeing the momentum from the season, NIL, all of that coming together for a commitment like this. And as a side note, it's going to be a bitter pill to swallow for my whole in-laws family. They're all Huskers. So what could have been for them? Anyway, that's all I've got, guys. Keep it tuned here to Under the Arch Sports. Camera was busted, so I'm going to finally get some thoughts on Chief getting fired as coach of the Blues. Talk about that. City SC going to have CONCACAF Champions Cup coming up. Cardinals hot stove talk. Everything going on in the world of St. Louis sports. Till next time, thank you for watching.